Did you know that just by gently holding the right finger, you can slip back into deep sleep without getting out of bed, without taking any medication, and without tossing and turning in the middle of the night? Waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to fall back asleep is a silent struggle for so many people, especially as we get older. The later it gets, the more awake your mind feels while your body just wants to rest. You lie there eyes closed, but your thoughts keep spinning, racing and worrying. Sleep feels like an old friend, so close yet somehow just out of reach. But here's the amazing part. Right in your own hands are touch points that can activate a deep relaxation response in your body. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple but incredibly effective techniques, along with some secret tips that hardly anyone ever talks about, to help you gently drift back into a peaceful sleep right in your bed. Before we begin, leave a positive affirmation in the comments below, something like "I am at peace" and "I sleep well every night," or any intention you wish to set. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on content like this. Together, let's create a space full of positive energy to recover, heal, and live well every single day. So, what really causes older adults to wake up frequently in the middle of the night and struggle to fall back asleep, even when their bodies are completely exhausted? Let's uncover the truth. One of the key reasons is hormonal changes in the body, especially with melatonin, the hormone known as the key that helps us feel sleepy and stay asleep through the night. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, which makes it easier to wake up during the night, especially in the early morning hours. On top of that, our circadian rhythm, or internal body clock, also shifts as we get older. Seniors often feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up much earlier in the morning, which shortens the overall amount of sleep and makes sleep more fragmented. And once awake in the middle of the night, it becomes harder to fall back asleep because the body no longer slips easily back into rest mode like it used to. But biology is only part of the story. Many older people carry with them ongoing worries about their health, their children or grandchildren, about life in general. These thoughts, which seem small during the day, often become loud and persistent when night falls. A mind that will not quiet down is one of the biggest obstacles to falling back asleep, even when the body is crying out for rest. There are also surprisingly simple things that can disturb sleep, like a nightlight that has too bright, faint sounds from outside joint pain, or even just feeling thirsty. These small things can easily cause older people to wake up. When that happens, the brain is no longer in a relaxed state, and once it is awake, getting back to sleep becomes a serious challenge. But here is the beautiful truth: you do not need medication or complicated methods to reclaim your sleep. Sometimes the secret lies quietly in your own hands. Your hands may seem simple, but they actually contain a dense network of nerves that are directly connected to your brain and cardiovascular system. Each finger corresponds to certain emotional states, organ systems, and subtle energy channels in the body. When we gently apply pressure, through rubbing, holding, or pressing, on specific points of the fingers, we are not just touching the skin. We are sending signals to the nervous system, activating the body's natural relaxation response. What makes this method so special is that you do not need any tools, you do not need to change your position, and you do not even have to get out of bed. With just the smallest, gentlest movements of your own hands, you can guide your body back into rest and recovery. This is especially helpful for older adults, those who want to avoid moving around too much at night, or are already feeling tired and overstimulated. It is like knocking softly on the door of your inner calm, not with noise or force, but with quiet presence and ease. And the best part, anyone can do it. No complicated techniques, no experience required. Just a little patience, a little slowness, and a deep trust in your own body. Now let us dive deeper into 3 simple but incredibly effective techniques, small movements on your fingertips that can gently awaken the restful sleep you have been longing for. Technique 1. Rubbing the tip of your index finger. This movement is so simple that many people might doubt whether it even works. But do not judge it until you try, because behind that tiny motion lies a complex neural mechanism that helps bring your body back into deep rest. To do this, all you need is to use your thumb to make small circular motions on the soft pad at the tip of your index finger, right where you would naturally press or touch something. You can use your opposite hand, or if you do not feel like moving much, you can simply use your thumb and index finger on the same hand. The motion should be gentle and steady, not forceful or rushed. Each circle you draw is like a gentle wave sending a signal of safety to your nervous system. Your index finger is not just for pointing or daily tasks. According to both Eastern traditional medicine and modern neuroscience, it is deeply connected to the sense of control anxiety and how we react to stress. The tip of the index finger contains a dense concentration of nerve endings that connect to the brain regions responsible for focus and psychological reflexes. When you are stressed, your mind often enters a state of hyper-alertness, constantly analyzing, responding, imagining different scenarios. And that is exactly what keeps you from falling asleep, even when your body is totally worn out. By rubbing the tip of your index finger, you are sending a message to your brain. Everything is okay. You can relax now. The repetitive rhythmic motion works almost like a gentle metronome, slowly leading your thoughts out of their spiral and guiding your mind into a calmer state. Plus, by focusing on the movement of your finger, you are training yourself to return to the present moment, a key step in helping your body shift into rest mode. This technique is especially helpful on those nights when your mind just will not shut off. When you are worried about your kids, your health, your finances, or maybe just replaying a small moment from earlier in the day that somehow feels overwhelming now. In those moments, do not fight your thoughts with willpower. Let your body take the lead. Just place your thumb on your index finger and begin to gently rub. You will start to feel the shift, from tension to relaxation, from restlessness to peace. Technique 2. Pressing the edge of your pinky finger. This technique is especially useful on nights when you are not just awake, but feeling emotionally empty, lost, or carrying a quiet sadness you cannot quite name. Those feelings, whether subtle or intense, are enough to keep the mind uneasy and push sleep farther away. To practice this, use your thumb to gently press along the inner edge of your pinky finger, right next to the nail. In traditional Eastern medicine, this area is believed to connect to the heart meridian. In other words, it is considered a gateway to your heart and emotions. When you press this spot with focus and steady breathing, you help calm the emotional energy that may be swirling inside you, like soothing a small child within. Emotions, especially sadness, loneliness, or regret, do not just exist in the mind. They cling to the body, settling in the chest, the shoulders, the hands, and even in the smallest fingertips that we rarely pay attention to. And the pinky finger, often referred to as the finger of the heart, is particularly sensitive to emotional tension. When you gently press this area, it is like opening a release valve for feelings that have been bottled up for too long. This is the perfect technique for nights when you cannot even name what you are feeling. You are not exactly sad about anything specific, but you are not at peace either. Maybe you had a chaotic day, a text message that left you uneasy, an old memory that resurfaced out of nowhere, or just a pause in life that felt heavier than it should. On nights like that, there is no need to force yourself to sleep. Just bring your hand up, press gently along the edge of your pinky, slow your breathing, and let your body heal itself in the quiet way it has known for millions of years. As you do this, breathe slowly through your nose. With every exhale, imagine laying your sadness down, letting it return to the earth. Each press of your thumb is like a gentle comfort to your heavy heart. And right there, in the stillness of the night when no one is watching, you are creating a quiet kind of magic You are taking care of your emotions with love and presence. Technique 3. Holding your thumb. The thumb, according to both Eastern traditional medicine and modern neuroscience, is closely tied to our core emotional states, insecurity, anxiety, and the feeling of being under threat. It is no coincidence that in moments of stress, many people unconsciously clench their fists or wrap their arms around themselves. It is a built-in, self-soothing reflex. To try this, use one hand to gently hold the thumb of your other hand. The grip should be firm enough so you can feel the contact, but not tight enough to cause discomfort or numbness. Hold this position for about 1 to 2 minutes. During this time, bring your attention to the sensation in your hand, the warmth, the slight pulse at the tip of your thumb, the softness of the skin. And most importantly, pair this with your breath. Inhale slowly and exhale deeply. Imagine each exhale as a chance to release some of the invisible weight you have been carrying. The thumb represents the center of the self, the place where we store emotions, memories, and protective reactions that have been forming since childhood. When anxiety takes over the part of the brain responsible for emotion and survival, known as the limbic system, becomes overactive. This makes your heart race and your thoughts spiral. Holding the thumb sends a signal of safety to the nervous system, especially the parasympathetic nervous system, the part that helps the body relax and return to balance. This technique is particularly helpful for those who tend to panic, overthink, or worry about the future. When you wake up in the middle of the night feeling anxious, your heart pounding, your mind spinning, holding your thumb is like giving yourself a small hug. It not only soothes the nervous system, but also reassures your mind that you are safe, that you are held. And here is the thing. Even if you do not fully understand the science behind it, the simple act of holding your thumb and focusing on your breath is already enough to help you feel better. That is the power of presence. When you return to yourself, to your body, instead of being swept away by endless thoughts. This simple action activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part that tells your body the danger has passed. You can rest now. In addition to the 3 gentle hand techniques, there are other simple tips you can apply right in bed. These small methods can help your body relax even deeper and make it much easier to fall back asleep. 1. Full body relaxation. This method helps your body naturally enter a deep state of rest without any medication, without leaving your bed, and it is especially suitable for older adults who often experience muscle tension and mental stress at the same time. The technique is very simple though. It requires a bit of attention and patience. You begin from your feet and slowly move up through each muscle group in your body in a clear sequence. For example, start by taking a deep breath, then gently tense your toes and feet for a few seconds. As you exhale, release the tension completely. Feel the clear difference between tight and relaxed. Next, move on to your calves, thighs, abdomen, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, and face, activating and releasing each group of muscles for about 15 to 30 seconds. The key is not to rush. You do not need to do each move perfectly. Just be aware of the sensation of letting go in each part of your body. Each inhale brings fresh energy into that area, and each exhale releases any stress or tightness. This is how you send a message to your brain. The body is ready to rest. You are safe. Sleep can return. This technique is particularly effective for calming the sympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that stays in alert mode when you are stressed or anxious. As each group of muscles relaxes, the brain stops sending out warning signals. Your heart rate slows down, your breathing becomes more even, and your entire body enters a deeply relaxed state, the perfect setup for natural sleep. For older adults, this full body relaxation not only helps them fall back asleep more easily, but also reduces pain, improves circulation, and helps regulate blood pressure. Many people who try this a few times say they do not even remember when they actually fell asleep, which means their mind and body truly return to a calm, effortless state of rest. 2. Gentle repositioning. Start by gently turning your body to one side. Switch your pillow if you need to, or slowly shift your hips to relieve pressure from areas that feel sore. For older adults, pressure points like the hips, shoulders, and lower back can cause numbness, aches, or general discomfort when lying in one position for too long. Adjusting your position not only eases physical tension, but it also signals to your mind that you are taking care of yourself, that you are doing something to feel better. Do not underestimate the power of this simple movement. Our bodies have strong motor memory. When you follow a familiar bedtime routine, like turning your head to the left, pulling the blanket close, or curling your legs, your brain recognizes these actions as sleep cues. And if you recreate some of those actions in the middle of the night, even unconsciously, it can help restart the sleep cycle that got interrupted. The important thing here is move slowly without force or frustration. Do not roll over to force yourself to sleep again. Let the movement be a form of gentle care. You might just need to adjust the height of your pillow or place a soft blanket under your knees. This helps align the spine and ease pressure on your lower back and hips. For some people, simply turning from their back to one side is all it takes to return to that cozy, restful feeling that invites sleep. 3. Tapping your forehead. Tapping your forehead may sound strange, but it is based on a fascinating neurological reflex that helps calm the central nervous system. It is a simple trick you can do right in bed, and it is especially helpful on nights when your mind feels tight, your forehead is tense from overthinking, or you are feeling restless for no clear reason. Here is how to do it. Use the tip of your middle finger, or any finger you are comfortable with, and gently tap the center of your forehead right between your eyebrows. In Eastern medicine and meditation practices, this area is known as the third eye. In neuroscience, it is near the frontal lobe, the region of the brain that controls focus and emotional regulation. Tap 10 to 20 times slowly and steadily, like knocking softly on a tiny door. You are not trying to wake anything up. You are simply inviting your mind to settle down. So, what is actually happening when you tap your forehead? First, the forehead contains many small muscles that tense up when we worry, often without us even realizing it. Gentle tapping helps soften that area, as if you are reminding your body. It is time to relax. Second, this spot is linked to brain areas that manage complex thoughts, planning, and stress responses. A light touch here can trigger a calming reflex, slowing down the flood of thoughts racing through your head. The power of this technique does not come from how hard or how many times you tap. It lies in the rhythm, the gentleness, and your intention. Try closing your eyes and repeating a peaceful phrase in your mind as you tap. I am calm. Everything is okay, or simply, let go. Let go. These small phrases, even in silence, begin to sink into your nervous system, like a gentle reassurance from you to yourself. This tip is perfect for anyone who tends to get mentally overwhelmed. When your thoughts just will not stop, when your brain feels overactive, or when you lie awake replaying situations that do not even have names. And the best part, all you need is your own two hands. No complex techniques, no fancy tools, just one deeply human act: to touch, to reconnect, to heal. As we grow older, sleep no longer comes as effortlessly as it once did. A small disruption, a passing worry, or even a faint sound can jolt us awake, and we are left lying there unable to return to sleep. But the good news is we are not powerless. With just a few gentle hand movements, a little body awareness, or a deep breath at the right moment, you can guide yourself back into rest naturally and with compassion. What you have just heard are not random tricks. These are practices grounded in neuroscience and the body's incredible ability to self-regulate. They do more than just help you fall back asleep. They offer you a chance to reconnect with yourself, something we often forget in the hustle of everyday life. And if you are still here listening, you might already feel a sense of calm settling in just from the guidance itself. Try these techniques tonight, or any time you need. And do not forget to leave a positive comment below, something like, "I am at peace, and sleep comes easily to me." That one sentence is not just an affirmation for you, but a gift of strength for someone else reading along with you right now. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit like, share this video with someone who is struggling with sleep, and subscribe to the channel to join us on this gentle, mindful journey of caring for both your body and your soul. Because every one of us deserves a peaceful sleep, not just to rest, but to truly wake up and live fully tomorrow.